Okay. Good morning. Not good morning. Good afternoon. I'm Catman with Double H, and you're watching the 2017 Junior Roller Derby Championships live from Loveland, Colorado. Brought to you by WFTDA TV.
We have a really great matchup right now, Catman. We're going to go with the number 3 seed, California Mayhem, coming into this tournament ranked number 3, also in the JRDA, and River City Riot from San Antonio, Texas, the number 6 seed, also ranked number 6 in the JRDA's open division. Let's take a look at these rosters. Would you like to read the River City Riot roster?
Jake Brake, Joe Hurt, Lemmy By, Havoc Creeper, Goldie Hurts a Lot, B Savage, Uptown Spunk, Ruthless, Cruel Whip, Skull Crusher.
Yep.
Sorry about that. Lil Ugly, Gold Rush, Alligator.
That's a good one.
Big Ugly, High Roller, and Tough Cookie.
And for California Mayhem, we've got 007 Zenbad, 18 Kaylor Swift, 2 Zippy, 20 Thrasher, 280 Mad Max, 329 Razilla, 35 KB the Rockstar, 50 Tay Day.
We got 11 seconds. 10.
All right. Are you trying to rush me through the roster?
No.
We'll get to the rest of the California Mayhem roster after this, but California Mayhem is skating in black and orange, and River City Riot is in gray and purple.
River City, hold up.
That is KB the Rockstar, lead jammer for the Mayhem. And jamming is Jake Brake, number 1 for River City. He has yet to break the pack. And the entire pack on the far straightaway. Nice drawback all the way back.
Ooh.
For KB the Rockstar. Huge jump on the outfield at turn 3.
He broke away.
He sure did. So the pack reforming at turn 3. That's KB the Rockstar eyeing up some points, coming around towards the jammer line, makes it through easily, Catman.
Using an apex jump right over him.
So we've got 10 points now for California Mayhem.
An early good start.
The pack now at turn 1.
Wow, he's just breaking away in the way.
Speaking of breaking away, Jake Brake sitting in the penalty box now as the jammer for River City Riot. So this has been a power jam with a big apex jump on the inside for California Mayhem.
Wow, they are just really trying to break through.
And that's a penalty called. It's a cutting the track penalty, and it is being assessed to the jammer, KB the Rockstar. And now this is a power jam for River City Riot.
Now they have a chance to rack up some points.
The Mayhem already have 20 points. River City. A whistle blown. There were quite a few skaters who stopped to look to see what that was, and I'm seeing that there was a penalty called on the other side. Points scored for both teams. So we'll see where we end up. And that was only the first jam, Catman. 4 points.
California. But California 23 first jam. Wow.
Wow, indeed.
They are not kidding about this.
They are not. And you know what? I am not kidding about the fun that I am having. If you want to talk to us on Twitter, use the hashtag #TalkToJRDA.
And it kicks off with a power jam. What is that called again?
A power start.
Power start. Ooh, I saw that. He did not go back. I saw that.
So out of the penalty box is KB the Rockstar. Jamming for River City is B Savage, number 210. And lead jammer goes to California Mayhem.
Now, one thing I really like about roller derby names is that they are very funny.
They are very funny. Does that make your experience of the game more fun?
A little bit, yes.
Excellent. I think KB the Rockstar is having fun scoring points. Did you see that jump on the infield at the apex? So Be Savage looking to do exactly that at turn 1, trying to get through, is forced to the outfield at turn 2.
But still makes through.
So that's going to be 5 points scored for California Mayhem. Now at 32 points to River City Riot's 4.
So that means they scored 10 points.
Coming back for more, California Mayhem's KB the Rockstar
Scores another 5 points.
And you know what? He was in a power start, so he has jammed 2 jams in a row. And the star has now been passed on River City's side to High Roller.
Hold up, let me look at the River City roster.
Now, we spoke to both benches before the game, Catman.
Right.
How many jammers does River City have in their rotation?
Let me count. 5.
Okay. And how many did we say California Mayhem had?
Only 3.
Now, they're skating California Mayhem right now with a 13 skater roster. River City has a full complement of skaters at 14, but they've got a 5 jammer rotation to California's 3.
And I'm just looking now, and there's on the roster, and right beside it, there's a penalty code thing. B blocking.
Yes, this tells you all of the penalties that you will see in the game. Lead jammer is Madeline Bootyfly, and what have we been told her nickname is?
Booty.
Yep, it's a pretty good one. And she is lead. Pushing forward, River City's jammer has yet to break. And now finally does. Oh, but puts a hand down on the infield, and that's okay.
And it looks like the pivot and a blocker for California Mayhem is in the penalty box.
That is Goldie Hurts-a-lot, who is able to make it through on that initial pass for River City. River City still at 6 points. California is what, Catman?
Has a big lead of 45, so that means they have a lead of 39 points.
You are the best mathematician announcer that I think I have literally ever met. And you're only going into 4th grade.
True, and after all, I am your son.
Yes, I'm not that good at math, though. All right, so we've got jamming for River City, number 777, High Roller. And for California Mayhem.
Wow, High Roller's really given some gas and throttle. Oh, breaks away just barely before a blocker from River City Riot could hit him.
Now 007 Zenbad for California Mayhem is lead and about to score some points. Being told by the bench, keep going, keep going. High Roller able to score some points as well. The pack is at the pivot line.
Wow, just whips away from that, but gets knocked out.
Still got those points. That was a 4-point pass on that outside. What kind of skills are you learning in Junior Derby that would help you accomplish that?
I actually have to say shuffling for that.
Yeah, and maybe the Mohawk?
Mm-hmm.
Was the Mohawk hard for you to learn?
I didn't know it for level 1, level 2, but when I did the tryout for level 3, I got it somehow. I was like, whoa, how am I doing this? How am I doing this?
That's how the best skills in Derby are learned. How am I doing this? Jamming for California Mayhem is Booty. See, speaking of Mohawks, right around the outside, Jake Brake is about a quarter of a lap behind. So, lead jammer does go.
Joe Hurt just got out of the penalty box.
Still catching up to the pack, though. And there is a call off there. And points were scored here from California. I'm sorry, 1 point was scored. So California Mayhem, 54 points. River City Riot, 10. I am Double H here with my son. I can't lie. He's my son. He's not just my announcing partner.
True.
Catman, and you are watching the 2017 Junior Roller Derby Championships live from Loveland, Colorado, brought to you by WFTDA.tv.
And on the jammer line, we have...
Is that Jake Break again?
I think so. And for California Mayhem, who's up there?
Number 35, KB the Rockstar. And note that
Wow, he started out and did 2 jams. Now he's right back in.
that was actually High Roller 777 who is
Ooh.
jamming and taken to the outfield. Lead jammer
Wow.
goes to California Mayhem.
He just keeps scoring points again and again and again. I think he's California Mayhem's secret weapon.
Or maybe not so secret right now, right?
I know. Well, it was a secret while the game didn't begin.
It's true. Before the game, it was a secret, and now it is clear.
Yep. I
So-
know where. Bloop.
How many points do each of these teams have?
Okay, California. Hold up.
I am holding.
Let them add the points.
There you go.
Okay, have all the points been added? Yep. California 56, River City Riot 10. And on the jammer line, we have, I think,
So that is number 10, Joe Hurt.
And
Number 007, Zenbad.
Zenbad.
So lead jammer status for River City as Joe Hurt sailing through at turn 3 to grab points. Will
But
there be
didn't
points?
make it. I
Yeah.
didn't think he made it.
Perhaps he was forced out before he was able to accrue any. There's some consultation between the jammer referees about the points. No, and that's going to be nothing for either of those jammers.
Okay, on the jammer lineup, we have... Again, I cannot see.
That's okay. We can get them as they come past right around the outside.
We have number 1 for Jake Break. That's Jake Break for River City Riot. And for... Wait, 81. Who's 81 for California Mayhem?
I believe it is 80, Madeline Bootyfly.
And from my perspective,
It looked like a
81.
1. I know.
I know, probably because her shirt was folded a little bit.
All right, so the pack at turn 3, able to get around on the outside, River City.
And
Oh, and now there's a penalty that has sent River City's jammer to the penalty box. So this is going to be a power jam for California.
yep, and they are just trying. Wow, she just breaks away just like that.
So that was really nice offense from the inside, and on California Mayhem's part, it's really difficult to play offense from the front because when you skate backwards, you can get direction of gameplay penalties, and so you need to avoid that if you're playing offense from the front, and they did a pretty good job there.
Very true. Oop, and we just changed camera view to that camera right over there. Wow,
Super
it is
exciting.
real. Barely manages to grab it.
There's some conversation about where the pack should be lining up, as this is a power start.
With number 39.
That's 35.
35, KB the Rockstar.
Look at that
Wow.
apex jump on the inside.
I know, he is a boss at this. What the heck?
And there is a penalty being assessed again to River City's jammer. That is number 1, Jake Break, going back to the penalty box.
Did you see that dodge? She went in. He barely made it out.
All right, so now these packs have to set up again.
Wow.
River City trying to set up, but California doing a really good job of mixing it up.
True.
So additional points scored for California here. Now it's 76 to River City's 12.
Wow, it's only the first half, and California already has 76 points.
River City's doing a really excellent job. They've had a difficult time here with jammer penalties so far. They are skating with a full 14. As we mentioned, California is down to a 13-person roster here to start this game.
But yet, they are winning by, let me do the math, 60.
I think you can do it.
Wait. For everyone out there who knows the answer, I'm trying. I'm not using my fingers here. I'm moving into 4th grade.
All right, so we've got 007 Zenbad jamming, lead jammer for California Mayhem and scoring points.
Oh, I just got it. 64.
Very good.
Leading by 6.
And
But
now-
not anymore.
That's okay.
They are leading now by 70.
That's okay. We can do the math at between jams. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
Did you see that beautiful tuck and dive to the outside? That was gorgeous
I was too
work.
busy doing the math.
I know, it's tough work. So now what is the score? Catman.
Okay, the score is California 85, River City Riot 12. Ooh, official timeout.
This is a good time, Catman, for you to talk to us about some of the things that are going to be happening in the WFTDA coming up later this year, including
The 2017 International WFTDA Playoffs and Championship locations.
and where are the locations we're going to be going?
August 18th through the 20th, 2017 Division II Playoffs Championships in Pittsburgh, PA.
All right. And we learned about who was going to be in that bracket earlier today, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so who are the other places that we're going to be going?
Okay, Seattle, Washington, Malmo, Sweden, Dallas, Texas, and Philadelphia, PA, my hometown.
Oh, what kinds of things are there to do in Philadelphia for people who come to that event?
Well, you can learn a lot about history, I'll give you that much.
That is true.
Because Ben Franklin lived there.
Yes.
Liberty Bell was made there.
Yes.
What else?
How about delicious things to eat? What can people expect to eat in Philadelphia?
We do live near one really delicious ice cream spot.
That's true, we do. All right, back to the action. California Mayhem 85, River City Riot 12.
Okay, let's take a look, actually.
So jamming for River City is number 337. Oh, no, that's 777 High Roller. Yes? No. Let's take a look.
37.
Little ugly. So River City switching up their jamming strategy a little bit, and that's 80 Booty for Mayhem. And did we land the apex jump at the end? There's some question. No, we did not. So you got to land inbounds to grab those points. It looked like the skate clipped the inside of the track. Have you ever attempted an apex jump?
No.
How come?
Because in scrimmages, I know it's kind of a roll the dice move because if you jump up, the other team has a chance to hit you out of bounds very easily, so you have to roll the dice.
That's exactly correct. And rolling the dice once more and winning California Mayhem a lead jammer status in this jam.
I think they actually might get 100 points in the first half.
KB the Rockstar jamming for California Mayhem.
And for River City Roller and for River City Riot, we have
Beautiful battle up front.
37.
Little ugly.
Ooh.
River City trying to recycle and get some points for their jammer, Little Ugly, and he's able to score some.
But California is not going to give up without a fight.
Oh, an attempted
Ooh,
apex
the
jump on the inside. Is
but
that going
failed.
to be? Yes, and that is going to be a penalty.
That's another reason why I don't do it.
You can jump into people, right?
Yes. Actually sounds kind of fun. Like, you get knocked out of bounds, they think you're gone, then come back around and then you're like, ha, boom.
So we also have a cutting the track penalty for River City's jammer. So both of these jammers having penalties, but
means they will be released at the same time.
well, they didn't go into the penalty box at the same time. So now we had to have Little Ugly serve as the same amount of time that California Mayhem's jammer served here. And let's see what we got. Additional points scored for KB the Rockstar.
Ooh, and that's a star pass to number 10, Joe Hurt. And that's the end. California won 101 points in 12.
You mean
12
21?
minutes
Oh, yeah. 12
and
minutes and how many seconds?
6 seconds.
Okay.
They already have
A fairly
101.
substantial lead.
I know.
I am Double H here with Catman. You are watching the 2017 Junior Roller Derby Association Championships. Who is lead jammer,
I
Catman?
think that's Booty. Oh, wait, no, that's
Zenbad.
Zenbad. Ooh, and that's going
So-
to be a penalty.
But that was exactly what you said the danger is with those apex jumps, Catman, is that you can get knocked out of bounds, and Jake Brake did there on the inside of turn 1 and 2.
Zenbad is going around, and so is, hold up, who was jamming?
That is Jake Brake and Zenbad.
But I think someone might have
Was
have
there
done
a star pass?
pass.
No, I don't believe there was. I see 2 pivots on the track. So at turn 4, both of these teams
Ooh.
are stopped, and the pack
And
is
Zenbad
rushed.
escaped with a 5-point pass.
So Jake Brake, though, is taking off his helmet cover. He's eyeing up his pivot.
But they are just not going to let him get there without a fight. I mean,
Yep.
seriously.
And that's what you're supposed to do, right?
Yeah.
If the jammer takes off the helmet cover, what do?
You get in their way as much as possible.
To try to keep them from doing what?
Passing it.
Yep. Good stuff. What's the score, Catman?
Okay, California 119, River City Riot 24. Now, I just feel bad for River City Riot.
No, absolutely not. You know what? Each of these teams is working really hard, and they worked really hard to be here. So they should feel really good about the job that they're doing. Any teams who come in here and they might not score a lot of points, they're still doing an amazing job, just like High Roller number 777, who has lead jammer status for River City right now. And who is jamming for the Mayhem, Catman?
That's 80, and that's Booty.
Yep.
Seriously, I got to learn these numbers.
You have plenty of time. You're only 9. By the time you're my age, you'll be a pro.
Okay, if you say so.
So we have this awesome contest going on with JRDA. And if you use the hashtag JRDA Watch Party and you post pictures of your watch party,
and send it to us on either Facebook or Twitter, we will do some kind of drawing or something.
yes, the JRDA leadership will figure out whose watch party pictures are the coolest.
And if you win, you'll win cool junior swag. And we have for California Mayhem, we have 35 KB the Rockstar, and River City Riot, we have
Still able to make it through. That's 2
B Savage.
And that's a call off. You know, I'm seeing a lot of really fast packs here. What's really important in playing a good, solid defense?
Definitely staying together.
Yep, definitely staying together and maybe slowing it down a little bit.
California now has one of the funniest numbers, 123. But
Why is that funny?
1, 2, 3.
I see. I guess if you're 9, that's hilarious.
I believe you mean hilarious.
Oh, my goodness.
I know I pull corny jokes.
Well, that is 777 jamming for River City. That's High Roller. And number 007 Zenbad for California Mayhem. Lead jammer status again to River City.
I think River City might be trying to get a comeback and is starting to get a bit successful.
I agree. How important is it to get lead jammer status in a game?
Very important.
Why is that?
Because you have control over when you can stop the jam, and
You can maybe defensively keep your opposing jammer from scoring
Right.
points.
say they just got out and they made their initial lap, they're about to get it, you can call it off and prevent them from getting points.
And that is pretty cool.
Okay, on the jammer line we have, I think, Booty.
Yep.
Yep, I'm right. And we also have
Joe
Joe Hurt.
who is able to get lead jammer status again. I believe this is 2 in a row.
3 in a row, actually.
3 in a row, correct. And now Booty is going to the penalty box, so this is a power jam in favor of River City.
Now this is their chance to get a comeback.
Beautiful rush through the middle for Joe Hurt. And he is able to score how many points?
That's 5 points.
Nice.
But why do you keep pushing on my shoulder?
Because I love you, and I think that you're wonderful. All right, points. Oh, take it all the way to the outside between turns 3 and 4. And he's getting, I thought he got a signal from his team to call it, but they're telling him to run it, so that's an additional 5 points for River City. How many points have they scored so far in this jam?
10.
That's great. It's a great run for them. All right. Moving forward to score additional points. There's the call off for 4 more. That is a huge jam for them, Catman. How many points have they scored in this jam?
14. That should help them out.
Yep, so California 123, River City 41.
I also discovered why you keep elbowing me.
Oh, is it because you're singing into the microphone?
And doing silly stuff, yes. I'll stop.
It's called trying to keep you in your lane, Catman.
Well, I'm just
And
trying.
it's very difficult.
Well, I'm just trying to make the audience laugh, okay?
You're doing a great job. But you know what? I think they're entertained enough with the derby. That is 007 Zenbad, who is lead jammer. And we have a new jammer here. That looks like Alligator.
5150,
Yep.
and that is Alligator.
Gator. Not to be confused with Alligator from Madison's Mad Rollin' Dolls. Hey, Alligator. All right, through the inside, though, is Alligator on her initial. Scoring points is Zenbad. That was a 4-point pass.
Oh, for a second I thought it was a 5 point.
Yep, sometimes that thumb is difficult to see, and the jammer referees sometimes will wiggle that thumb so that you can see it to make sure that the scorekeeper saw those points.
Oh, and Zenbad breaks away but falls down but just gets back up.
So River City trying to reform here, and that's been something they've had a tough time with during this game.
True.
Did you see that backwards crossover on the outside from Alligator?
No, I was too busy watching Zenbad just wrecking the wall.
And he is a really pushy jammer. Additional points scored.
Oh, and a blocker from River City's going to the penalty box. That's 23. That's 23.
Uptown Spunk? Do you get that one?
Yeah. Uptown Spunk.
We don't have the rights for you to sing that song, but California Mayhem 147, River City Riot 45. So a 24-4 jam, and we've got 3 minutes and 50 seconds
But
left.
I didn't say Uptown Spunk. I said Uptown Spunk.
Oh, I know. All right. We are continuing with period 1. And do I see TIE Fighter out there as an outside pack referee, Catman?
Yes.
Not only did he just skate a game with Philly Roller Derby, he is also officiating.
Wow. Who's up? Joe Hurt trying to get through, but his hand lands on the outside.
And that was smart. He just kind of stayed down until the pack passed him.
So he wouldn't get hit more and just keep getting hit back down.
Oh, but this is lead jammer status for Booty. Joe Hurt is going to take that inside line and try to knock her out. Doesn't quite succeed, but is able to get positioning here in front of her.
Booty's trying to get past Joe Hurt's Booty.
And you know what? That was a really good job. Booty got lead jammer status, so Joe Hurt just went and kind of sat on her and made her call off that jam. So what's the score, Catman?
California 147, River City Riot 45.
How many minutes do we have left in this period?
2 minutes and 32 seconds.
Okay, taking the front wall is California Mayhem, whose jammer just goes right under the middle. That was KB the rock star.
Like I said earlier, he is their secret weapon, but it isn't a secret.
It is not a secret anymore. Number 37, Lil Ugly jamming for River City Riot, hung up at turn 2.
I mean, if you even want to, you have to up your defenses if you even want a chance to deflect.
Well, so yeah, you're making a really good point. One of the issues that River City is having in holding California Mayhem's jammers back is that they're rolling forward. And is it easier for you to get through a moving pack or a stopped pack?
Stopped.
You think so?
Yeah, because you can put down your toe stops and that helps you stay in position.
I think a lot of these jammers are enjoying the moving packs because those holes are opening up a lot faster for them. See, let's watch KB. Do you see how KB just jumped through the inside?
Yeah. And he calls off the jam.
So the score now 161 for California and 49 for River City. A minute and 15 left to go in this period. I am Double H here with Catman. You are watching WFTDA.TV's continuing coverage of the 2017 Junior Roller Derby Association Championships live from Loveland, Colorado.
So you can live stream this on your computer and
Yes.
you can also watch it on your TV?
Yeah, if you've got the capability to do it using an external device like an Apple TV, or sometimes we can watch your PlayStation or Xbox 360. If you are able to watch the internet on your television, you can purchase your pass and watch, and it's amazing and it looks great. Roller
True.
derby looks great on television.
True. I remember at one point we tried to do that on our PlayStation, but it failed hard.
Oh, you know what? That was an issue with our PlayStation.
Right.
All right, back
Okay.
to the action.
Only 56 seconds left in this half. And on the jammer line, we have number 1 for... That's Jake Brake for River City Riot, and number 007 Zenbag.
And through for lead jammer status first is Jake Brake. But Zenbad, a huge hole just opens right up in the middle.
And he takes that chance immediately, no doubt about it. But
And that's a call-off from River City. They want to try to get an additional jam in, and I don't think they were able to grab a few points. That's 2 points on that last jam.
now they're just running the clock for that. Now I remember if the period clock runs out, but the jam clock still has some time, the jam clock turns into the period clock.
Something like that. Basically, you have 30 seconds between to set up your next jam. And if you run out of time on the period clock, then you're not going to get another jam in unless you take a timeout before that.
It's halftime.
Which they didn't. And it is halftime. Well, this has been a really exciting first period. What's been your favorite part of the first period? Anything?
I have no idea.
The exciting gameplay, perhaps?
I have no idea.
What was your favorite thing that you saw? Any roller derby, anything?
KB Rockstar just blasting through everything.
All right, so Catman's favorite thing about that first period is KB Rockstar. We are going to take a few minutes to discuss other things that were cool, and we'll be right back here in just a few minutes with the second period of River City taking on California Mayhem right here on WFTDA.tv.
Oh, and here we are.
Welcome back to the 2017 JRDA Championships live from Loveland, Colorado. I am Double H, joined by my friend
Catman.
and yeah, by my son. Let's take a look at both of these teams' records for 2017. Can you tell us a little bit about some of the teams River City has played so far?
Okay, River City has played Chick Whips Junior Roller Derby, Texas Junior Roller Derby, Rolling Rebellion, Tulsa?
Let's try that again. It's Tulsa Derby League.
Tulsa.
Oh, and there's that name you couldn't pronounce before, Wasatch Junior Roller Derby.
Roller Derby. FOCO Junior Roller Derby.
So what, out of all of those teams that they played, have they won or lost any of those games? Let's see.
They have won 5 of those games and lost 1 of those games.
Okay, so and they come into this tournament the number 6 seed, which is a really reasonably ranked seed here. And California Mayhem came in the number 3 seed, and they are ranked number 3 in the JRDA. Their competitive season included games against Jacksonville, Tampa Bay, DOD, Cherry Bomb Brawlers, Emerald City, and Mob City Misfits, and they have also won 5 of their games and lost 1 game. So, returning to gameplay, let's take a look at the score for this game, Catman.
Okay, when we left off, the score stayed the same. It is California 161, River City Riot 51.
All right, so we've switched benches in the half, and now California Mayhem has the jammer line bench, although they are lined up in the front because they have 1 blocker in the box. So we've got jamming who right now, Catman?
Okay, we have Zenbad and
Going to the penalty box now.
High Roller.
Okay, so this is a power jam in favor of California Mayhem.
Now, I've realized this throughout the game, that our monitor right there is like 5 seconds behind. It's laggy.
That's okay. It happens sometimes. Because the action is so exciting. That's why, Catman. All right, moving into score more points is Zenbad, and he's able to do so just pirouetting around the inside for 5 more points.
Sorry about that.
You can't yawn on the broadcast, Catman.
I'm sorry, but I'm tired.
I offered you caffeine, and now I have to give you roller derby. That's really awesome, including Zenbad being taken all the way to the outfield at turn 1. And back from the penalty box is High Roller. He made it through for his initial. And now points being scored by Zenbad. How many points was that for California?
They scored 14 points, and now the score is 175. California, River City Riot did not score any, so that's 51 points.
Okay. So there's some confusion on the River City side about who they want to put on as the jammer. And lots of jostling off the line. And there's going to be a team timeout taken. I think there's too much confusion. California takes that team timeout. Do you think this is a good time for a timeout, Catman?
I have to say yes.
All right. It was a bit of a weird time for a timeout. I think they were trying to figure out who to field. But tell us some things, Catman.
Talk to us using the hashtag #TalkToUs JRDA.
Talk to JRDA?
Talk to JRDA. Not to T-O, not to T-O-O, and not T-W-O, the number 2. It's just the number 2.
Thank you for clarifying.
On Twitter.
On Twitter, our friend Mia Culprit says, loving the math on point differentials from Catman. Nicely done. All right, we're going to get back into gameplay in just a second. And that is the end of the timeout, but does not begin the jam. Okay, so there was some confusion there.
I was gonna say, there's a timeout on there, but that guy started.
That was B Savage on the jammer line for River City. I think he was confused about the difference between the start of the jam and the end of the timeout.
Yeah. Okay, so we know for River City it's B Savage, but for California it's Booty.
Oh no, it is now Thrasher.
I guess they made a star pass.
And it is Thrasher was on the line the entire time.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, but apparently River City did a star pass, and now it is 210. Who's 210?
Oh no, it has always been B Savage.
Oh, I guess his thing fell off.
Ah, yes. That's been a problem for River City a little bit in this game, as those helmet covers don't seem to be completely covering the helmets, which you don't necessarily need as a jammer, but you definitely want as a pivot. What's the score, Catman?
Okay, California. Wait, did anyone even score any points?
Yes, River City scored points in
Okay,
that
so
last
California
jam.
did not. They have 175 still, and River City Riot scored 4 points. So they now have 55.
Oh, beautiful hits up at the front. That is High Roller from River City jamming, who has lead now, and now is Booty jamming for California Mayhem.
Both teams are just going at it.
Coming through on the inside, trying to make some room and score some points is High Roller before he calls it. His bench giving him that signal, and that's going to be 4 points for River City. That's back-to-back. 2 jams where they scored points and denied points from California.
And back-to-back, because I just yawned.
Oh, my goodness.
I told you I'm tired.
Well, so you know what? The other thing about the altitude, we flew out here from Philadelphia on Wednesday, and the altitude is definitely something that these athletes have to struggle with. If you're feeling a little bit tired, imagine how these athletes feel having to skate in all of these games this weekend. So
because of the thin air. I mean, do you remember what the Super Bowl was like in Denver?
I don't remember, because I wasn't there.
I remember. Well,
But I
was
can
watching
imagine.
But I was watching it on TV. Some of the players had to have the oxygen masks on. That's how thin the air was.
And we do have them. The EMTs do have that here. High Roller is lead jammer for River City, so that's 3 in a row. Zenbad is about to get through and finally gets through on his initial. So scoring points is High Roller, getting recycled to the infield. And his bench is saying what?
What?
His bench is saying,
Oh, call it off.
yep.
Also, I'm looking over at the table over there, and they have Boost Oxygen. I think that's kind of like a vitamin air thing, because
We'll have to check it out
Yeah.
after. So do you think that it's a good time to come to one of these events? They have a lot of fun things going on?
actually I have to say yes, because it's official. All the kids, except the kids in summer school, have had summer vacation, so this is actually pretty nice.
So that is Booty jamming and through lead jammer for Mayhem, Jake Break for River City.
And jamming for... Wait, no.
Yep, that was Booty who made it through to become lead jammer.
Yep. And River City has...
Jake Break. So right in front of us, River City's bench is calling for their team to slow it down, to put on those brakes and form a defensive wall, because we talked before about how if you're skating really fast, it's easier for the opposing jammer to get through. And that's one thing that River City's bench is desperately trying to get through to their defense right now. And they're in good position to do so. They're at a pack advantage, and we're in a power jam now, as they have their jammer Booty in the penalty box. Huge hit on the infield.
I believe you mean it's huge.
It is huge. And that was Skull Crusher. I'm sorry, that was KB the Rockstar, who is a rock star. And KB is really doing a good job here of owning Jake Break. But Jake Break able to make it through to the outside, but is recycled to the outfield here.
Also a bit freezing.
Oh, yeah, you're cold. Maybe you should put on your fancy blazer.
No, I'm going to use it as a blanket. That way it covers most of me.
So this pack is completely drawn out. Jake Break just getting taken to the ground at turn 2 from KB Rockstar. And they were calling that an out. He was out of play, so he was able to jump in front of him, Catman.
That looks like that actually hurt.
It did. It did look like it hurt. But points scored on behalf of both teams. Where are we with the score?
Okay, California 179, River City Riot 74. River City Riot is starting to get into the hundreds. That's a good sign.
So Ivy on Twitter saying Ibuprofen loves her River City Riot, y'all. Get at us using the hashtag #TalkToJRDA. Oh, lead jammer right away. High roller.
That's 777. Yep, that's high roller.
Now Zenbad. Oh.
Whoa, that is skill.
So if you want to know why it is we're telling you to practice your mohawks, that was it right there, Catman.
I know, that was like a go-in hit and also roll around.
And you know what? He was able to use the momentum from that hit on one side of his body and
to propel himself forward.
Exactly. That was some physics right there, Catman.
Yes. That's why everyone
Science.
should know there is science and physics involved in roller derby.
California 179,
Wow.
River City with another lead jammer status.
And so B Savage breaking away immediately, taking that hole in the gap.
And that's Booty able to make it through on her initial. And that was a gorgeous call off. I think River City is going to want to try to run it a little long as much as possible in this period. But the score now, California 179, River City 82 with just under 21 minutes left in the game.
You know, should I say this?
Yes, share.
Okay. Enter our watch party on Twitter or Facebook. Visit using the hashtag JRDA Watch Party, and our officials will look at your pictures, and whoever has the best pictures will get swag.
Which is pretty awesome. I do love swag.
It's swag, not swag.
It's not swag with a SH.
Yeah, it's swag. SWAG. Swag, not SHWAG.
Come on, Double H. I don't see many pictures here on the watch party, and I know there are quite a few of you out there watching because you're talking to us on Twitter. We're in a team timeout. This is California's team timeout, and let's take a look at the open division bracket that's right there on the screen.
Okay, I'm going to actually have to use this one.
Okay, so the first game of the day was actually Tampa Bay taking on the Reservoir Dolls here on the open division track.
Tampa Bay won.
Yep. And the game after that was the Attack Pack All-Stars versus Philly Roller Derby Juniors, and advancing there.
Attack Pack won.
Okay, and so this is going to be game number 3 in the open division, and the player here will advance to the 8 o'clock game on Saturday, the winner.
And after this game
is going to be Tampa again.
Bay versus Diamond City Miners.
Exciting.
Okay, I think the timeout is coming to its near end.
Awesome. Wombo Combo on Twitter says, can't wait till Joe Hurt ages out. Anarchy is planning on stealing him. Hashtag talk to JRDA. Yep, a lot of great players are going to age out into some top WFTDA and MRDA teams here, including at some point High Roller number 777, who is on the cusp but is getting a cutting the track penalty for his efforts. Will be going to the penalty box, and that is Thrasher, who is still jamming out there for California Mayhem.
Of aging out, speaking of aging out, are any people on these teams aging out?
Oh, yes, there are. And you know what? We're going to start to keep an ongoing list this weekend. Lead Jimmer status is going to Thrasher for California Mayhem. And as you can see, that's going to be a call-off, but you could see the pack was slowly drifting forward. I think that's something River City wants to try to prevent. You want to really kind of get that strong defensive wall set up before the jammer hits. So what other cool things do we have going on?
We also have the 2017 International Wifted Up Playoffs.
Or WFTDA.
In championship locations. They are happening at Pittsburgh, Seattle, Malamo, Dallas, and Philadelphia. Now let's get back into the action.
Let's.
Okay, so jammer for 35. That's KB the Rockstar for California Mayhem. And for River City.
Still stuck in the pack for River City.
River City's out, and it is 777 High Roller.
So that pack moving really fast. River City not able to apply the brakes, but they do take KB the Rockstar to the outfield at turn 1, forcing that call off. And points stolen here from River City. That was 4 points for River City to California 7 in that jam. Bringing the total score 186 to 86. What's the point differential there?
100.
Nicely done, Catman. You are watching the 2017 Junior Roller Derby Association Championships live from Loveland, Colorado on WFTDA.tv. Jamming for River City.
We have Jake Brake.
And jamming for California Mayhem.
Madeline Bootyfly, also known as Booty.
And Booty's able to make it through on the infield to become, along the infield to become lead jammer. But right behind her is Jake Brake. The pack still moving. River City calling for their pack to slow down, because but that was the wrong place for them to do it, because that was a gorgeous apex jump at the end from California Mayhem. That's a really difficult place to stop, isn't it, the apex? If you're a team, because the opposing jammer could do what?
Well, he could jump. He could hit out of nowhere.
Yep. So we do have an injury on the track. It does appear as though a skater is down for River City Riot, but they are getting up. So that is good news. And I do not believe that jam was called off due to injury. So I don't think that skater will have to sit, but we will get an update on that quickly. That was the pivot for River City. And let's take a look at the next lineup.
Okay, next lineup. We have, I remember, I just saw 777. That's High Roller. And
that's
Zenbad.
Yes, Zenbad. And so that was Joe Hurt, who was injured. And again, I don't think that he will have to sit out for 3 jams, because the jam was not called due to injury, but he is still sitting on the sidelines and receiving medical attention, so hopefully he is okay. High Roller finds a line on the outside with those toe stops, but Zenbad is just so quick and is able to grab an additional 5 points for his efforts.
California nearing the 200 mark.
And we do have a cutting the track call going to high roller number 777. So this is a power jam in favor of California. So we've got 3 blockers on the track for River City. And they are able to stop, but California just kind of rips them right open before their jammer hits. So additional points being scored now. We're 10 points deep in this jam for California Mayhem.
And that brings them up to 200. They have reached the 200 marker.
So nice offensive hit there.
Oh, and River City Riot is out.
So that is high roller out of the penalty box, back in action on the track, jamming.
Just really trying to push through that wall and is trying to be successful.
Oh, a gorgeous toe stop spin that ends on a spill on the floor for Zenbad. And a drawback for both of these jammers on the outside. Now Zenbad is lead jammer, so he could call it off at any time. Look how extended that pack is.
Wow. I think they're actually pushing that to the limit.
They are pushing it to the limit.
I think pretty soon someone might have to bridge.
I think you're right about that. And it looked as though there were, it looked as though there was a cutting the track penalty called, but it was against only one of their teammates. So it is not a cutting the track call.
And 14 minutes and 55 seconds left in this game.
Wombo Combo bringing up something super awesome. Shout out to TIE Fighter for being an awesome outside pack referee. At 10 years old, TIE Fighter skated a game with Philly before officiating this game as well. Lead jammer status for Booty Fly. Coming in on his initial is B Savage, all the way out at turn 3, busting up that wall and able to make it through. Points being scored, though, for Booty, and now B Savage going to try to see if he could grab some points as well. All right, what's our score, Catman?
Okay, California 216, River City Riot 86.
How many minutes do we have left in the game?
13 minutes and 51 seconds.
And I thought there was a timeout called for a second, but there is not. So we've got Zenbad on the line jamming for California Mayhem. KB the Rockstar has the pivot helmet cover as well, just in case. But he doesn't need it. Jake Brake jamming for River City. And Jake Brake's able to make it through his initial. Now Zenbad coming up to score some points.
So I guess you can say Jake Brake just broke through.
There's a grammar issue to solve in there, isn't there?
I know. I'm not the grammar isn't my best thing.
It's great. Points being scored as the pack nears turn 2 on the far straightaway. Jake trying to push it through the infield is going to get a cutting the track call, though, for his efforts. Not successful. So now River City down a jammer again. Power jam Zenbad.
Now only 12 minutes left.
So do you see how Zenbad's teammates really doing a good job speeding that pack up and making it possible to open some holes? Oh, and that's a penalty being assessed to number 35
I saw that
KB.
one.
Yeah.
I saw that one coming. He tried to bump a blocker, but then instantly got bumped out. So that's a penalty.
So calling for some assistance is Jake the Brake.
I see that they're trying to defend that helmet cover, but he breaks through.
And now there's a direction being assessed to number 5599. That's Ionic Storm on California Mayhem. A few directions called, I think.
If they stretch this out to the longest, if they stretch this jam out to the longest, I thought it was going to be to, I guess, what's it called? 10, but I guess.
That was KB the Rockstar
Sorry.
colliding with number 3 Cruel Whip at the front. And I believe that the jam was called to injury.
Official time out.
So Cruel Whip is getting some ice, and that will be reviewed. There is an official timeout being taken. I think they will be reviewing that to see whether there was a high block involved. So the officials are having a conversation in the middle right now, I believe, about exactly that. Do we think that there was a penalty-worthy action that happened there?
I didn't see.
Exactly. And so, that's the challenge of being an official is seeing something. Whether or not it happened, it's being in the right place at the right time to see something that happened on the track, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now there's our crew head referee having a conversation with both benches about probably the action that we just saw.
And what was that action?
It was a hit resulting in Cruel Whip grabbing her head in pain and holding it and skating off the track and getting some ice. So now if she did get hit in the head, what penalty would that be?
High block?
Yes, very good. So and if people felt like it was done on purpose, that could be an egregious action which could result in an expulsion. But we shall see what the tournament referees decide
Wait,
here.
what does the grievous action mean?
Egregious, it means if you did something on purpose or it's really, really big. Egregious.
Again, grammar isn't my best thing.
That's okay. Let's talk to Twitter. I know there are quite a few folks out there who are weighing in on some of this stuff. We do, as mentioned, have a junior official in this game, which is exciting. At the Junior Roller Derby Association Championships, we have a lot of juniors who are working these games, like you, as announcers.
True.
And there we have Ty Fighter from Gotham. And I know that Ty works really hard with Gotham's crew, including his friend Ref in Peace, who does a lot of work with him at Gotham. And Ty is also a really good jammer for Philly Roller Derby.
That is true.
Have you skated against Ty Fighter in the home team games? Is Ty Fighter on your team, or do you skate against him?
I think he might be on my team.
The Cheese Skates and the Tasty Skates, right?
Yeah.
Those are the two home teams that Philly has. And I know Ty Fighter skates as a jammer. So he's also an official. And we have a lot of really awesome fans here this weekend. It's great to see all of these people out. Lots of parents and family members, but also skaters and fans. The ranch complex here is awesome. We've got 2 tracks. Mm-hmm. We've got the open division, and then across the way we've got the female division on the other track.
And I think pretty soon we will be announcing for the female division.
That's true. I think you have a game over there later today, right?
Yeah, I believe at 4.
Mm-hmm. So we can take a look at the games that have already happened there on the female division if you'd like to let people know what happened over there.
Okay, so Crooked River Roller Girls versus Gapland Roller Derby Smashers Elite. Crooked River Roller Girls won.
Yep.
They're going against Santa Cruz Groms?
Derby Groms. Because why not?
And
Chick Whips and Rocky Mountain. I have to go back and see the winner of that game. We'll have to write that in. Mm-hmm. But the winner of that game will move on to Seattle. Mm-hmm. And then following that at 2 o'clock, Angel City, I think right now, is taking on Darlings of Destruction Supernovas.
Oh. And I guess it's a huddle time now.
It's a huddle time now. There's still some conversation about what is transpiring or what may have transpired. So again, we're going to be talking about the, here's a gorgeous shot of us, Catman.
Oh. Oh.
Say hello.
Oh, hi.
So we'll see if there's any actions resulting from that. in just a second. It doesn't look as though there's been an expulsion of any kind, but I do see skaters in the penalty box for California Mayhem.
Either they have a penalty or they're just sitting down.
I know, right? We shall find out. We are going to also see a California team timeout. This is their last one of the game. They do have an official review left, but let's go over the score one more time and the time on the clock.
California 225, River City Riot 95.
And we've got 11 minutes and 29 seconds left in this game. We've got a lot of great action left, and we are so excited to have you watching WFTDA.tv. Earlier today, we did an announcement on WFTDA's Facebook page. You were in that announcement, Catman.
Right.
What did we announce?
I don't remember.
We announced, oh my gosh, it was only the most important announcement of the year for the WFTDA.
Right, about the tournaments.
Yes, exactly. The tournament locations that all of these teams were going to be going to. And you can go to WFTDA's Facebook page to find out exactly where
they're going to take place.
I know. Well, you know where these things are happening, right?
Yes.
They're happening Division II playoffs and championships in Pittsburgh, Division I playoffs in Seattle, Division I playoffs in Malmö, Division I playoffs in Dallas, and championships is where?
My hope's on Philadelphia.
I know someone who lives there.
Is that me? Okay, and they're off. Number 80.
That is Booty.
Booty for California. And for River City Riot, we have High Roller.
Lead Jammer is going to High Roller. I'm sorry, that's not High Roller. That is Lil Ugly. I saw the 7. That is Lil Ugly who has Lead Jammer status.
I guess it got called off early.
Lil Ugly called that. California Mayhem was able to steal 1 point to River City's 2. Let's take a look at the lineup. Going on to the Jammer line, I see Zenbad, number 007. Oh, did you see that hug? That is awesome.
Hugging.
I know. It's so great to see that great sportsmanship. That was Joe Hurt, who is back in action after being hit, and he's lead jammer for River City, Catman.
Wow.
Zenbad just a few feet behind him. And his bench, River City's bench, screaming, "Call it, call it."
It's weird that all the coaches yell and wave their hands and jump up and down. I guess it's just their way of reacting.
Well, so when you play roller derby, is it hard for you to hear people on the bench talking to you?
No, not necessarily.
Really? You don't think it's hard if you're jamming in the game?
Yeah, they could just say, call it off, call it off, call it off, instead of, call it off, call
Well,
it off.
sometimes it's hard to hear, especially if there's a big crowd like there is here today.
Then again, I do only play scrimmages, so fair point.
Well, don't you worry. The future is coming.
No, the future is now.
It's true. The future is now, JRDA. And jamming right now, number 1, Jake Break, River City. And that is number 80, Booty, who gets taken down on the inside
And
for
lands
California.
on her booty.
Aptly named, right?
Yeah.
Lead Jimmer status again goes to River City.
And that is Jake Break.
So now he's on a scoring run. Coming to the inside.
Yeah.
And he's going to call it off after grabbing a few points. No, not able to score any on that pass. He landed on his back before he was able to get in front of them. All right, what's our score, Catman?
Okay, California 226, River City Riot 97, nearing the 100-point marker.
All right. Oh, so there was an expulsion that happened against that high block from against Cruel Whip. So we shall find out who that went to. Meanwhile, what's going on the track?
Okay. Zenbad just called it off.
All right. So California is at 230, River City 98, and that was a 4-1 jam in favor of California Mayhem.
Oh, and did you find out who the expulsion went to?
We are going to find out in just 1 second.
I didn't get any news.
I'm still waiting. So what did we talked about the word egregious and what that means. And that means did it look like it was something you could prevent or not? Mm-hmm. All right. So the expulsion happened against Zippy, number 2 for California Mayhem. Okay.
Good.
And they're calling it an egregious direction of gameplay, or an egregious action that was a direction of gameplay. So that leaves California Mayhem down.
Wait, that was a penalty. That was a penalty. What the heck?
Yep.
Number 3 put her elbow.
Oh, that's not good.
Into, I think, the stomach or the shoulder. It looked like the stomach, but I think it might have been the shoulder. Shoulder into shoulder, but it looked like stomach.
Well, again, this is about what the officials are able to see from their vantage point.
Again.
So, I mean, like, you're here and you can probably see a lot more than they can at certain points.
I mean, in this, didn't see it, didn't happen.
Zenbad versus Jake Briggs. Jake Briggs stopped on the outfield. He's getting a penalty, and his bench manager is not happy about that at all. So this is now a power jam in favor of California Mayhem. And again, this pack is rushing forward, making it really easy for Zen.
And I think everyone that was in the penalty box for California just got out.
So this means a full complement of blockers here on this power jam.
But in this case, they're going on the offensive.
Yeah, and that was a beautiful clear on the inside from those 2 blockers, wasn't it, from California?
True.
And that's going to be a call-off. We just have under 6 minutes left in this game. What's the score, Catman?
California 240, River City Riot 102.
So it's a pretty good assessment at this point that California will move on to play the winner of Diamond City versus Tampa, which is happening next at 4 o'clock on this open division track.
And they're off. And I think Booty is jamming for River City.
Yes,
Yep.
and she's slow to get up, but is able to do it.
And she's up, ladies and gentlemen.
And that's Lil Ugly, number 37 for River City. And Booty is lead jammer for California. So the pack coming back to turn 1 and moving fairly quickly. Oh, Lil Ugly trying to call it off, does not realize that he's not lead. And that looks like Love Tap taking his.
That's actually the first time I've ever seen that happen.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, why aren't they calling it off? And then they're like, oh, call it off. And then they realize, oh wait, he didn't have it.
And you know, if the officials did call it off and he wasn't the lead jammer, that is a penalty.
Really, what is that penalty called?
That penalty is called. It is one of the illegal procedure penalties, is what it's called. It's listed under the illegal procedures penalties. Along the lines of false start. Like if you start before you're supposed to.
Why is he going that way?
So he is trying to draw the opposing jammer all the way back.
But wait, is that a penalty?
It is. So do you see the jammer on the infield?
Yeah.
He was knocked out of bounds. If we get the wider shot you can see he's knocked to the infield. And so he was knocked to the infield by the opposing jammer. And what this jammer is trying to do is draw him all the way back to where the pack can jump in front of him and stop him from going anywhere. But their jammer is refusing to go anywhere. So this is going to burn off a ton of clock, which is pretty wasteful at this point for both River City and California. But that is number 35, KB the Rockstar.
It is kind of a decent strategy if you're winning and you want to kill some time.
Yep. Okay, so KB the Rockstar is going to get this jam in progress by coming all the way back around.
Because he does not want to wait any longer than he has to.
Right, and so now he is...
Ooh, that's a penalty.
Well, it didn't look like there was anyone at fault, but that's Joe Hurt, who was trapped out of bounds.
That was a back block, I believe.
Let's see what they're calling it as. Yep,
Wow,
there's a back block. You're correct.
I'm hearing a lot of whistles.
So now both jammers, so there was a penalty incurred from California Mayhem's jammer, and then that was KB the Rockstar, and then also a penalty on behalf of River City. And now there is going to be an official review activated here, and it is going to be on behalf of River City. Lots of crazy things happened in that jam.
So wait,
Yes.
you can call an official review, like say the referees called a back block on this, then
Yep.
So basically this is a challenge.
Exactly correct. So if you see a call that you didn't agree with, you can have the officials talk amongst themselves and figure out if somebody maybe had a better vantage point than somebody else, and can verify the thing that you're trying to tell them. It is also a full 60 seconds, so no matter what, you're giving your team a minute to sit down and rest, at least a minute. So it can be a really good strategy for a team if you want to get a call overturned, or if you would like to really rest your team is a good thing to do. But since River City has a jammer in the penalty box, it's a good thing to challenge because they don't want to start the next jam without a jammer, do they?
No.
They would like to start the next jam with their jammer on the track. So they're going to try probably to challenge his call.
Is there a penalty for like doing a false call? Like say like they did a penalty, they challenged it, but the penalty actually did happen. Is there like a penalty like to take away a timeout?
No, there is not. But you can ask for a call to be given, or you can ask for a call to be taken away. Like if you thought that a penalty happened but it didn't get called, then you can have them review that to see if maybe they were in error. So this is a good opportunity for us to remind you that you are watching the 2017 Junior Roller Derby Association Championships live on WFTDA.tv. What hashtag can people use to talk to us, Catman?
Talk to JRDA. Let me remind you, not TO, not TOO, not TWO, but the number 2.
Talk to JRDA. And we've got Ciara Anderson on Talk to JRDA saying, booty, booty, rockin' everywhere. I'm imagining that she's referring to Madeline Bootyfly, who's done a great job jamming so far in this game for California Mayhem.
I also want to remind people, because there has not been a lot of contestants for the contest, enter our watch party on Twitter.
Yep.
Or Facebook using the hashtag JRDA Watch Party. So basically, if you're watching this with a bunch of your friends, you can enter a picture and our officials will review it. And if you're a really big fan, you will get some swag if you're lucky enough.
So this is super interesting. It looks as though they are reviewing whether or not necessarily their jammer committed a penalty, but whether the opposing jammer committed a penalty. And Catman, I am seeing 2 jammers in this penalty box.
So what is that supposed to mean?
That's supposed to mean that there was apparently a penalty committed that we can find out what it was. If you would like to take us through again the action that happened today and is coming up in a bit.
Okay, so after this, it is Tampa Bay Junior All-Stars versus Diamond City Miners.
Awesome.
Oh wait, here it is. I didn't get any of that.
Okay, well, let's take a look at some of the other games that happened so far today.
Up, and they're coming back in. There's only up, and I think up when California Mayhem's jammer is standing up, so that means I think he will come. Yep.
Okay. Yep, and he is released first.
And he is going for no mercy. But that is out. But luckily he noticed that just in time. Purple Jammer for River City Riot is in, and that is, he gets the lead, and that is Joe Hurt.
So now the pack stopped at turn 1. That's exactly what you were talking about before, Catman. If you try to jump the apex or try to jump the line, the opposing team can hit you right out of bounds.
True. It's kind of like a I'm flying. Bird hits you, kind of fall down thing.
All right, so both of these jammers trying to get more points scored. We only have 1:10 on the period clock, and that's going to be a call-off.
River City Riot has only used one of their
team timeouts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how much time do we have left on the clock? This is exciting. We've got what?
46 seconds.
All
wow.
right.
But the jam is shorter, so that means it will rely on that. So this is the shortest jam.
Well, no, not necessarily, but they only have 30.
Wait, I just realized something. The jam just got an extra minute.
Well, so there's a difference between the period clock and the jam clock, right?
I know.
So in the period, there's only 20 seconds left, which is why River City is telling their jammer to call it so they can get another jam in.
But he's just not listening.
He's really not listening. Okay, so now he's able to do it. And they are going to try to get another jam in, maybe? No, they did not call a team timeout. So
this is an unofficial final.
So that was a little bit challenging. I think River City was trying to get their jammer to call it so that they could then get another jam in. And the way that they could do that would be by calling a team timeout. And that would stop the clock, and then they could get another jam in. But that did not happen. So River City Riot, let's go over this score here.
Okay. So the unofficial score is 243 California, 108 River City Riot. Now let's see if this turns into official quickly or there were some points missed.
So now that California Mayhem has won, they are going to move on to the 8 o'clock game tomorrow for Game 12, and they will play the winner of the game that is happening next, which is between who?
Diamond City Miners in Tampa Bay.
Yep.
So if Tampa Bay wins, they will go against them, and if Diamond City Miners win. Now, what does that mean if they don't have to face anyone immediately?
It means that they potentially are
high rank?
a higher seed, yes, depending on where they draw. So, like, the top seeds here, the number 1 seed is Des Moines. And you can see that Des Moines is not going to be playing until 6 o'clock today. So, and then FOCO, which is the home team, Fort Collins, they probably put that at the 8 o'clock slot because they want a lot of local fans to come, which is pretty cool. And I'm thinking that we're going to watch that game as well.
I think you're right.
Well, I'm Double H here with Catman, and you have been watching the 2017 Junior Roller Derby Association Championships live on WFTDA.tv. I am super excited that I got to call this game with you, son.
And I think I will be calling another game in the other room. So if any of you
Want to come watch?
want to come watch at 4 o'clock,
You're moving over there?
yes, I will be moving over there.
All right. Thanks for watching on WFTDA.tv. We'll see you later.
Peace.